Good evening, folks, and welcome back to the Turbo Tuesday Talk Show. I'm your host, world-renowned Turbo Tractor, and today we are going to be hearing from a very special guest from the Piston Cup, the Red Bull of Speed, the number 95 himself. If you haven't guessed already, it's time to welcome Lightning McQueen. Whoa, that was really something else. What's that? Well, the way you came in here like that, did you just turn right to go left? Oh, yeah. I guess I'm still kind of using my racing instincts. I just came from a race. That's a little something I learned from a friend of mine, Doc Hudson. Turning right to go left. That's really very interesting. You do the opposite of what you said you were going to do, and it works? Well, sure, that's the way it always works in life if you think about it. You say you're turning right and you end up going left, or you say you're only going to keep the pet until you can find a home for it, but end up keeping it forever. Say an opposite scenario like that actually happened on the track today. Chick Hicks was really egging me on, saying he was going to beat me. And let me guess, you ended up beating him, right? Well, in a way, it's more complicated than that though. He really ended up beating himself. You see, on the left turn, he should have turned right to go left. But he tried turning left to go left. And instead of crossing the finish line like he intended, he ended up flattening a fence. Wow, now that must have been crazy. Sure was, quite a thing to behold. Usually, Chick has to practically chase down the reporters to get some attention on the camera. But this time, the reporters were chasing him down, and he was having a hard time getting away from them. I can imagine. Say, I'm wondering, can you tell me, what do you do to motivate yourself for a race, Mr. McQueen? Does your crew chief give you a big pep talk, or what do you do to get motivated? Well, first of all, I tell myself, I am speed. I tell that to myself over and over again usually. I am speed. I am speed. Like that, see? But the thing that really motivated me during this race was that Chick Hicks told me I was slow. Oh, that'll do it, I'm sure. Hey, by the way, that crash the King had a few months back, the one where Chick wrecked him and you helped him finish. How's the King getting along after that? Oh, he's doing fine. It was his last race, of course, so now he's enjoying his retirement. I've been keeping in touch with him here or there. I can imagine it must be very different not having the King racing in the Piston Cup anymore. Yeah, it sure is. Say, even Chick Hicks misses him. Chick Hicks misses the King? I thought Chick always hated the old timer. Well, now that the King is gone, everyone calls Chick the old timer. Ha, that's hilarious. Tell him not to take it so hard, will you? Mr. McQueen, now you've become an American icon, having won the Piston Cup for multiple seasons in a row. How does it feel to be so accomplished this early in your career? It's incredible, really. We will be right back after this message.
Hey race fans, I'm Rex Reveler, number 80, and I want to encourage you to try Gaskets, the one and only racetrack treat. The delicious taste in Gaskets racetrack treat is something you don't want to miss out on. Celebrate every day with a friend with the delicious Gaskets candy bar, now available in multiple flavors you simply can't pass up. Are you getting hungry? Go pick up some Gaskets at a local retailer near you and enjoy.
We now return to the Turbo Tuesday Talk Show. I have all of my friends from Radiator Springs to thank for helping me get this far, especially Doc. He's a great crew chief, and without him, I wouldn't know anything that I know now. The most important thing Doc told me is that there's more to racing than just winning. That sounds very impactful. What all is there then to racing than just winning? Oh, well, winning is only part of it. First, there's training, getting your fuel and tires checked, working out the deals with your sponsors, racing, all that stuff, and then comes winning. Oh, I see. Very meaningful, quite a lot more to racing than winning than I would have imagined, I guess. Yeah. Hey, this stuff is pretty good. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? All natural ingredients. Say, is the right fuel an important part of being a successful racer? Oh yeah, definitely. More than most cars realize even. It wasn't until recently a friend of mine from Radiator Springs named Fillmore, he introduced me to some organic fuel. According to him, the organic fuel is really important and the government is trying to keep it away from cars. But it's been really effective for me. Really? So it makes a noticeable difference in your performance? In what ways? Well, it gives me lots of energy, that's the main thing. I did notice a huge improvement in my speed and endurance right once I started drinking it. Wow, you don't say. Why don't other Piston Cup racers use the fuel? Or does Fillmore not have enough to go around? Oh, Fillmore makes plenty to go around. He keeps plenty on hand in case there's a worldwide fuel shortage or if zombies and aliens invade and pollute the Earth's natural resources. I think the reason the other racers have decided not to use it is because, well, it takes a while getting used to it. See, it's got a very, very strong flavor, and it doesn't settle very well on the tank most of the time. That sounds absolutely miserable. And yet you noticed improvements in speed from drinking it? Yeah, I did, especially in the first couple of days because I was racing so fast to make it to the bathroom in time. Wow. Well, if it works for you, it works for you. Way to go. Now, it's been good hearing from you, Mr. McQueen. I'd like to wrap up tonight by asking you 5 questions, and you'll think of the best answer for each one. Are you ready? Yeah, go for it. Alright, here we go here. What would you say your favorite meal is? Probably omelets baked in washer fluid. Sounds delicious. Question 2. Do you have a favorite movie trilogy? And don't say Car Wars. Car Wars is what everyone says. Well, in that case, probably Lord of the Gears. Oh, good choice. Question 3. Do you have a favorite band? Yeah, probably Tread Zeppelin. Oh, nice choice. Question 4. What is your opinion on speed limits? Speed limits, they don't really matter to me. You see, I ignore them anyway. Good answer. I kind of expected you to be a speeder on the highways. Moving on to question 5, along the lines of the last question. Have you ever been pulled over for speeding? Well, you see, I move faster than the speed of sound, so I don't hear the sirens of the police car that's trying to pull me over. Well then, Lightning, in that case, that about wraps it up. Do you have anything you'd like to say to our audience before you leave? Just a little piece of advice to everyone. Sometimes it's a good idea just to stop and take a drive. And ka-chow! Well then, there you have it, folks. Tune in next Tuesday for another episode of the Turbo Tuesday Talk Show.